and welcome to the neighborhood. You are just in time because I'm about to start whipping up some pumpkin pie in the style of my dear sweet grandmother, who I love very, very much, and who is so funny too, because when I called her in preparation for this video, I was like, hey, how do you make your pumpkin pie? Because she makes it every Thanksgiving. It's so delicious. And she's literally on the phone to me like, yeah, I just get the can and I follow the instructions on the back. Which, like, that's fair. That's fair. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's what we're gonna be doing today for our first ever Spook Out here on the channel. This is gonna be an occasional thing that we do here. Instead of a neighborhood cookout, we're doing a neighborhood spook out. And not only am I going to be making some pumpkin pie today, I'm also going to be talking about one of my grandma's favorite horror movies, because just because Halloween is over doesn't mean I have to stop being spooky. And it's the perfect movie for this particular dessert. So let's talk about Pumpkinhead and make some pumpkin pie. Let's go! If anyone is curious, she was very specific to get Libby's pumpkin puree, so we're trying this out. And then she was also very specific to get a good can of evaporated milk. So this is the one that the Libby's recommended, so that's what we're gonna use. We're also using pre-made pie crust. Grams said she used to make her own. So I don't blame her for not making her own anymore. And if I had more time, I probably would have asked her for her recipe anyway and made it myself. I live at my human job, so we're going with the pre-made. Also, I have never done this before, so there's a first time for everything. Also, looking at the recipe this morning, I have no salt in my house. I used it all making Thanksgiving dinner. So there's not gonna be any salt in the pumpkin pie, which it's only half a teaspoon. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll see. But something else that's funny about this whole idea is because I am not the baker of the family. My sister is the baker. She is a fantastic baker. She has way more patience than I typically do. So she's the baker of the family. I am not. I like cooking, like full meals, cook. And if you want to see an example of that, head on over to my other channel, where I made a whole Thanksgiving feast based around the book Dracula. My favorite book of all time. So this baking in that cake, cooking the Thanksgiving meal for that video was an experience. But it was one I was fairly confident in because I'm not a bad cook, to toot my own horn. Baking is a whole other beast. We're gonna start by mixing our dry ingredients together, which includes cinnamon, cloves, and ginger. I should have known that I already had a container of ground ginger in my house, but I forgot, so I bought a second one. So now I have so much of it. Then we're gonna add in granulated sugar and mix those together. And honestly, as I was mixing this, I just flashed back to helping my dad make cinnamon rolls, which was so fun, such a great memory. And I may have to make cinnamon rolls on the channel at some point. So let me know if you would like to see that, because my dad, it's my grandpa's recipe, the most bomb cinnamon rolls on the planet. They're so good. Okay, anyway, back to pumpkin pie. Alright, so we've got our dry ingredients mixed up. Now we're gonna beat eggs, stir in pumpkin and dry ingredients. Gradually stir in milk. Okay, I'm not good with instructions that say gradually. Go watch my other video. My poor Mama Liga. Okay. And then I don't have a medium-sized mixing bowl. So we're gonna use this guy that I stole from my grandmother like a month and a half ago. So we're gonna use this, and she will not be mad at me because I'm using it in a video dedicated to her. So there. And this whisk I stole from people who left it in my apartment when they moved out, so it's mine now. Boop! This bowl is comedically large. This can opener I stole from a roommate who was giving it away. I didn't actually steal it. She gave it to me. She's very nice and it's very pretty. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. I'm realizing that, like, none of my utensils are mine. But you know, in this neighborhood, we share. Sharing is caring. Once we get our eggs nice and beat together, we're going to mix in our pumpkin puree, and then we're going to kind of slowly incorporate our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. Okay, now's the real test. Can I add this in slowly? Oh, it has a hole. All right, the gradual pouring was a resounding success. I'm very surprised. My mix looks a little loose, which kind of scares me a little bit, but baking is magic. So we're gonna hope for the best. Oven is not quite done preheating yet. So I think now's a good time to talk about Pumpkinhead. Much like my grandma's recipe for this pumpkin pie, where she says she just follows the instructions on the back, Pumpkinhead is not the most complex of films, but again, like this recipe, it doesn't have to be. If it's good, it's good. And Pumpkinhead is a really good movie. It's a story about this father getting revenge on these kids who caused this tragic accident, and the only way that Ed Harley, who is played by the phenomenal Lance Henriksen, the only solution he can see is to go find this mysterious witch who lives in the woods, because honestly, a witch in the woods could solve all of our problems, and to ask her for help. The witch, in true witch fashion, warns him that there are going to be consequences for him seeking revenge. And Ed's like, you know what? Worth it! So the witch summons this creature known as Pumpkinhead.
Who hath summoned me from my slumber?
I have it, Holly. So Miranda, you are kind of Graham's surrogate granddaughter. She needs at least one that she likes. So...
No!
Oh,
I'm the favorite adopted granddaughter.
That's, yeah, got me there. Anyway, I also made you watch Pumpkinhead. I make her watch a lot of movies.
That's why I'm appearing a lot.
Yeah, go check out my other channel. You'll see her a ton. So I made you watch Pumpkinhead.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the movie as a whole, and especially on Pumpkinhead as a monster?
It was a really good movie. It turns out I tried to watch it in my childhood, but I guess I couldn't because it wasn't the creature that scared me, it was the witch. Because my parents said that I would be bawling my eyes out when she appeared on the screen.
She's a scary lady.
Funny
and
to
that
me.
voice too.
I don't know. There was a lot of elements that probably little me was just like, nope, but Pumpkinhead. But watching the movie, I think my favorite moment was the beginning when the kid.
You are a terrible human being.
I was more concerned for the dog.
Get that tracks. That tracks.
But Pumpkinhead as a creature is so unique. You know, to plug in my own work, it kind of reminds me of my own creature in one of my stories.
Yeah.
So, which is weird because I am a big fan of pumpkins and also like pumpkin-esque creatures. So, like the Headless Horseman, Pumpkinhead, like I just love them so much.
Very fall aesthetic.
Very fall aesthetic. So, yeah, he was a really creepy creature because it was just the shots too, if I remember, where he's just like looming over the doorway and stuff like that. So it was very cool and very like, ooh, that is creepy.
Yeah. And I believe Pumpkinhead was created by Winston, who was a very, very famous effects artist.
I also like the twist of it too.
Yeah.
Where
The twist is really unique.
yeah, because I wasn't expecting it, you know, but
And I think the twist, no spoilers, because we're making pie. The twist is very well laid out through the movie, so which I think is really cool.
Yeah, and I think too, it's like one of those things where you have to watch it multiple times to realize, oh, there's the hints and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
it's definitely good for a second and third watch.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So yeah, I really enjoy Pumpkinhead, and I'm surprised we didn't watch it this year.
It's just one of those things where it gets away from you. It is on Amazon Prime though. It's on Prime Video. But watch it.
It's so worth it.
They keep taking it off of Shudder, which makes me sad. Come on, Shudder, get it together. Shudder's amazing. This is all jokes. I love Shudder so much. All right. Well, thank you, Miranda. I'm going to get our pie in the oven.
Am I gonna eat it?
Probably. Woohoo! Press in a little cracky dacky. We're gonna see how this goes.
That's what my mom said to me when I came out of the womb.
Alright, we're gonna put our pie filling into our duck crust tin pie tin. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to have you slowly and gently scoop.
Oh, I'm still here?
You're in the kitchen. I might as well put you to work. Do not lick the spoon. You can lick it after. Okay. Slowly and gently help swoosh. Is that a 9-inch pie crust? This is a 9-incher. If this doesn't all fit, I'm gonna have a fit. We're gonna put the pie in the oven on 425 for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna reduce it down to 350. Here we go. Gentle, gentle. Easy peasy. I've already made the mess. Okay. My suspicions about the liquidiness of the filling may have been confirmed. I don't know. It could taste great. We're gonna find out together. So let's set a timer for 15 minutes and go from there. Okay, just checking on it. Oh, my fears have been assuaged. It actually looks pretty good so far. It may rise over the top, but that's gonna be fine. I have already changed the temperature to 350. Now we just wait 40 minutes. Okay, good. Okay, so our timer just went off on Grandma's pumpkin pie. So we're gonna take it out and we're gonna see how it looks. My house smells like cinnamon, which is so nice. It smells so good. I don't know where my oven mitts are, so improvise, adapt, overcome. Oh, she looks like a pie. Alrighty, we're gonna check and see if it's cooked all the way through. She's soft, so I don't know. Actually, pretty clean. I think I'm gonna put her in for another 5 minutes. Not bad. 5 more minutes though. Our timer just went off. Let's try this again. There's less wiggle than there was last time. Oh, she's still really soft. Okay, 5 more minutes. I don't want to go much longer than the next 5 minutes though, because you can kind of see the edges here that are getting nice and firm. It's just that center that needs to cook more. Okay, I think we got it this time. The middle is much, much less wobbly than it was before. You know what? So the knife didn't come out 100% clean, but honestly, I don't want to put it back in the oven because I don't want to burn it. So I'm hoping that last little bit of softness is going to set up as we let the pie cool. It has to cool for like 2 hours, which means I will be at my human job when it's done cooling. So won't get to try it until after work, which is sad, but I have something to look forward to. So I'm gonna leave this video here. If you want to see footage of me and Miranda trying the pie, go follow me on TikTok at Neighborhood Vampire. We'll do that there. So I guess that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I absolutely love things like this that are so simple and so easy to do, but turn out such a great result. Whether it's pumpkin pie or Pumpkinhead, doesn't matter. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Stories don't have to be Tolkien levels of complex to be really enjoyable and really, really freaking good. So just like this pumpkin pie, just like Pumpkinhead, if you enjoy something and are worried that it's a little too simplistic, just enjoy it. That's what life is meant for. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not to be overthought. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Welcome once again to the neighborhood. Look out for more Spook Out videos coming in the future. This channel is gonna be so much fun. The Vampire Girl is my official, like, professional channel where I do have fun, but it's more structured than this one. This channel is just gonna be a ton of fun. We're gonna play some games, we're gonna cook some food, we're gonna talk about some movies. So I hope you guys stick around for that. I have to go get ready for work. But I get to come home to pie, so that's great. All right, I will see you guys soon. Happy Thanksgiving!